we go to the next theorem, that is the angle bisector theorem. The angle bisector theorem states that every point on the bisector of an angle is equidistant from the sides of the angle. Okay, now let us look here. There is an angle, the angle which is given here is angle PQR. Okay, you can see there is a ray QS here. What is this ray QS? It is nothing but the bisector of angle PQR. So here when we are writing, we write ray QS is the bisector of angle PQR. Now what is this point A? Point A is nothing but it is a point on this ray QS. So point A is a point on the ray QS. Now we have segment AB and segment AC perpendicular. Segment AB is perpendicular to ray QP. So we write here it is perpendicular to ray QP. Then what about segment AC? It is perpendicular to ray QR. To ray QR. Now let us see the statement of the theorem. Every point on the bisector of an angle is equidistant from the sides of the angle. That is, they are talking of any point on this bisector. The bisector is ray QS. So any point on the bisector of the angle should be equidistant from the sides of the angle. Equidistant means what? If we find the perpendicular distance, this distance and this distance should be same. That means what are we to prove? Segment AB congruent to segment AC. So we write here to prove segment AB congruent to segment AC. Now to prove that, we will take these two triangles. Now when we are naming the triangle, we have named triangle ABQ and ACQ. So in triangle ABQ and triangle ACQ, first we have to take one pair of segments which are congruent. So you see here this segment QA is common for both these triangles. So we can say segment QA congruent to segment QA. What is the reason? That side is common to both the triangles. So we write here common side. Also we have a pair of angles which are congruent. You can see here angle ABQ is 90 degrees and angle ACQ is 90 degree. So we can write here angle ABQ is congruent to angle ACQ. Why are they congruent to each other? You are seeing both are 90 degrees. So here we can write both are 90 degree, or we can write both are right angle. Also we have one more pair of angles which are congruent, which is that here you see that ray QS, right? Ray QS is the bisector of this angle PQR. So if ray QS is the bisector of angle PQR, we have here angle BQA is congruent to angle AQC. So we write angle BQA is congruent to angle QAC. Okay, angle BQA is congruent to angle AQC. We have written QAC. So we correct it here. What is it? Angle AQC. Okay, AQC. Now why is it? Because QS is the bisector of angle PQR. So we write QS is the bisector of angle PQR. Okay, so QS is the bisector of angle PQR. So now we had one side, one angle and one angle. Let us see in the figure here. This is the side, then we have here one angle and here one angle. It is not in between both the angles. The side is not in between both angles. One side, angle and angle. Therefore, the two triangles, triangle APQ congruent to triangle ACQ by the SAA test. The two triangles are congruent by the SAA test. If they are congruent, now look at them. Here we had named triangle ABQ and triangle ACQ. Therefore, segment AB will be congruent to segment AC, right? So I can write now segment AB is congruent to segment AC by what? Corresponding sides of congruent triangles. So segment AB is congruent to segment AC by corresponding sides of congruent triangles. Is that what to be proved? Yes, that is what to be proved. So segment AB is congruent to segment AC.